Yo, everyone. Welcome on in. This is a very interesting game that I've been told about. This is called Degeneration. That, from my understanding, I think you're the only one that actually runs this game.
I'm the only active runner of the game. There is another person that lives in Sweden that is the world record holder for the DOS version, but they don't run it as often. This is a very important game for me, which is why I keep playing it. This is my very first SPD game. I learned this all the way back in 2012. Mm-hmm. It got me through a very, very dark period in my life. So this is a very important TBCR speed game.
Right. I did crop it around to where it would normally show the normal game menu, so all the text right now that's currently on is cropped, but the main game will be fine.
Yeah, I'll explain the plot to the game once we actually get going, because that's usually how I do it at the very start. I'll quickly give a brief synopsis, but I do want to give a little bit of information about the game itself, though, before we start.
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
It was originally developed for the Apple IIe and never came out for it. It came out for DOS originally in 1991, got an Atari ST and an Amiga port, and you may have noticed an HD version on the Steam store or your PS5 Switch store. Don't get me started with the Switch version. And the Xbox store. That's a thing. You can play it. I don't know if you'll enjoy it, but the original version is a pretty cool game, in my opinion. It has a lot of fascinating trick shots that you can do with the little laser weapon you'll see. And I think there was an incentive for this run. So I should explain, the category is random seed. So I just started the game up right before we started over to this screen. And a seed will be already set when I hit the red button on my CD32 pad here. I am playing this on an actual Amiga 1200. And we're going to see what items we get. The enemies are in the set spots, but what items you pick up can be randomized. But they're always going to be in set locations. So whatever items we get, we have to work around if we have good items or not great items. Technically, everything's good. It's just not good for the situation that you need it.
For the record check, can you hear the audio decently well? Or can you hear any of the footsteps or anything like that while he was talking? Because I'm not sure, because on my end it's very, very low for my headsets, but on OBS it seems like it's a little bit louder. So I just want to make sure that audio is coming out gently. You heard gunshots, but nothing much else on my end. Okay, then that's about right.
Yeah, there's no music in the game other than the intro sequence.
Okay, then let me know when you are ready to go.
All right. So time starts when I actually get input of the character. So they'll go down a little jetpack, and then as soon as I start moving, that's when time starts.
Okay.
All right. And then time obviously ends when I lose input. So time's going to start right about now.
Alrighty.
All right. So the plot to this game is you are a mail courier. You have been sent by one Dorita to the Chinook Corporation in Singapore to deliver a very important package on the 89th floor. The problem is the entire Chinook building is rampant with biomutant-like creatures, and it's up to you. Well, you still got to do your job, so you got to deliver that package, but you also need to try to save civilians. As you can see, I did not do that right there, and figure out what the heck is going on here. So I picked up the laser weapon. As you notice, it bounces off things and it doesn't injure me. And you can use that to do some pretty cool trick shots, open doors and switches, and defeat enemies. The first one right here is the A generation. If it gets you, if you can manage to hit it with a trick shot, you can get out of it, but otherwise you get bloated up. Oh, that switch always gets me. And then we got the trackers, which are the turrets. They go in usually a clockwise motion, not counterclockwise motion. Or sometimes they're still. And you can only defeat those with grenades.
I love his walk cycle. His walk cycle is very, very funny.
The one where they walk forward towards the camera looks like that one John Lennon photo.
Yeah.
You know the one.
The one with the long legs.
The one with the long legs.
Yo, it's me,
sometimes like to
John.
think. I sometimes feel like moving in non-isometric directions causes you to move slower. I don't have actual evidence for that, but it always feels like that's the case. All right, so we have a room. I have to actually kill all the enemies before I can proceed, and then we're going to try to do a walk around here. Very nice. I found out about that trick like I think 2 or 3 weeks before AGDQ last year. Or this year, actually. Oh my goodness, time has gone by so much.
Of course it does. Time always goes by real fast when you're not paying attention to it.
All right. Speaking of paying attention, I definitely need to make sure I'm paying attention to these laser fields, because if I get hit, obviously I lose a life. If I run out of all of my lives, I will have to restart on the floor. And fun fact, those laser fences actually slow down if you take a death. So if they're going too fast, you can actually take an intentional death and then have them force slow down.
Yeah.
All right, I have to be careful here, because if that agent dies before they hit that, I can soft lock the room. Very nice.
Very clean.
All right. Almost got hit there.
Did you just go dut 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 with the laser?
It's still shave and haircut routine. I tried to do as many of those as I could during my GDQ run. I think I did like 6 or 7 the whole run.
That's so funny.
Ah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Fine. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, there is a flashing light warning with the laser electric plates on the floor. If I do get caught by those, they will cause the screen to rapidly flash. So there is a warning for that.
Fair enough. I
actually have to get them out of the way. I have to take my hand off the controller for just a second to put in a username and password. Fun fact, that password and username are the same on the HD version because it's based off the Amiga version specifically.
What was the password?
Username is Seth, password is Ostrich.
Ostrich, okay.
And trying to input that on the console version is a nightmare unless you actually have a physical USB keyboard plugged in. What
is the PB for this so far? Or do we have PBs for random seeds?
I think for this category, this one isn't on SRC because I'm the only person that runs this, and I think the other person is not active enough to add the category. I'm not going to get upset and try to, badger them about it. They have life to deal with as well.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But I know my PB, I think, is in like the 12 or 11 minute range. The world record for DOS any percent is like 9 minutes, and they're using just the keyboard for it.
Do you need me to pin something? No, don't change the pin. That's fine. I could just tell people to just close their eyes for like a second.
All right, so I got a grenade, so that's pretty good. Well, I only had the one grenade, so I actually have to check what my item I picked up was. So give me just a quick second. Okay, I got the bomb. That's good. That's going to let us skip one door on floor 87. And if we can get 2 bombs, then, well, that won't matter because I only really need 1. There's only 1 annoying door in the game.
It amazes me that, like, we've evolved in terms of video games for, like, in such a drastic amount of time. Because, like, something like this, I don't think I could ever play. But it's amazing to see, like, somebody speedrun it.
Yeah. Oh, I should point out, you see that person there? They're not an actual person. They're whatever that is. It's a C-gen.
Oh, God.
They will take my head off, unironically.
Oh, no. Don't. I don't want your head taken off.
There we go.
Hey.
If I go into another room, they will chase me. We will take advantage of that for 1 room in the whole game. Because you can basically yeet the enemy out of existence. Speaking of yeeting out of existence...
The lack of, like, a satisfying, like, large explosion sound from that is a little dissatisfying, but it is very funny to see it happen.
Yeah, that's unfortunately a limitation of the Amiga's
hardware,
sound channels, because there's only 4 channels of audio for the system. Still a very important system. A lot of like early tracker music and whatnot was done on the Amiga and the Atari ST.
Really?
DICE started out as a demo scene group, the Silence,
Oh.
before they made their pinball games. And, you know, the most important DICE game, Shrek Extra Large.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to walk out of the map to skip having to deal with an entire section. And then we're going to walk back in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that seems normal. Yeah, just... You killed that
and
guy.
You know what the funniest part is? You can also do that in the HD version. It's
sounds
a lot
like
harder to do in certain rooms, but you can do it.
It sounds like the HD version is just this version with better textures. Then in that case, there's better sprites.
I wouldn't say better textures because the laser shot is like a pea.
Oh,
a tiny little pea.
That's disappointing.
Uh-oh. I have to do that just to get safe. Okay. There is a jump scare warning technically for the next floor because the C-Gen may pop up in a vent. And I won't know until I try to kill an A-Gen and it just turns into it.
Really?
Yeah. I had a jump scare during my practice on Monday. Not Monday. Yesterday, actually, for it.
Why would they put a jump scare in this game? No. Is it?
And every time it happens... It's the most like guttural reaction from me.
Is it the jump scare that is like the creature on the box art? Oh.
No, the creature on the box art is as far as I'm supposed to surmise from it, it's just one of the employees of the Shinnok Corporation.
Interesting.
Fun fact, I use that image for my stream a lot because it's just such a stark image. I think I've had it as my starting screen for like the last 11 years.
Really?
It's just I've tried figuring something out and it's just like why mess with perfection?
I'm more amazed that you've been streaming for 11 years. That means you've been around since Justin TV.
I've been streaming since 2011. I started out on livestream.com.
Oh,
and then
wow.
I moved over to Justin and then Twitch.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know I was talking like to someone who was like around when like Vinny started streaming. That's crazy.
All right. This is a very careful puzzle. Timing puzzle. Uh-oh. All right, just spam the button a lot, and then we can go through.
The dinosaur days, no offense.
Right,
I mean, that was
potential jump scare. Oh.
You got zapped.
Got zapped.
I mean, this is around the.
Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
That was terrifying.
Is there any other like parts where there will be like jump scares like that, or is this the only?
I'm trying to think about that. I think floor 88 has one, but it's usually a preset one. However, it has tricked me before.
Interesting.
It did trick me on Tuesday with it.
And the event's going pretty good though. In the room. We have raised over $7,000 for charity with us far, which has been incredible. God, seeing you do this so fast is insane.
Remember when livestream.com was trying to push their like all-in-one streaming box service? They were really trying to like push that. And then they got bought out by, I think, IBM.
Yep.
Or maybe that was Ustream. I can't remember.
I think it was Ustream, now that I think about it. Ooh.
Yeah, this puzzle used to give me a lot of grief. Also, there's an automatic timer that just started as soon as I walked into that room.
Oh, wow.
If for some reason this run kept going for the next 20 minutes, the game would game over.
Interesting.
Let's try that again. I'm hitting Control R to do that. Also, I have 3 lives. I am going to go pick up one because I have a lot of grenades. And to get an extra life, we just have to save a civilian. We've been kind of avoiding that the whole run because obviously that takes time, but I would also like to not run out of lives on the last floor because there will be a second timer added on top of that.
Let me shake your hand. Bye.
Shake hands with Slashko. All right. Whoop. There we go. I don't like that room. The more I can skip that, the better.
Yeah, right. Judging from that room, it didn't look right. Oh, they still follow you into the other room. Okay.
Yeah, that's the danger with the run.
Yeah, I did not know that. This is like almost like Resident Evil then, because like some of the enemies will just follow you even outside of the normal rooms.
Although it does bug the game out when you do that. So there is one nice thing. So if you do die from them in a succeeding room, they will more often than not. Let's not do that. All right, hit a switch. Shout outs to the HD version actually pointing out where the button is to do that. All right, and now the game gets weird.
Oh.
The eyes have it.
Oh.
Don't worry about them. They're fine.
Oh.
All right, so the game is called Degeneration because there is an enemy called the Degeneration, and it thinks it's God. And it is disguised itself as Dorita, who is man in ground, and is attempting to escape the building with your jetpack. So you got to get to it.
I see.
If I take too long on this final floor, I will game over. But luckily, I've played this game for literally
a millennia,
13 years at this point. Yeah, which is a millennia in internet years. And we're gonna give it a fun surprise right here. Oh, look at that! It's a little satellite dish. I wonder what that's for.
Oh, oh my God! That turned into a bloody pulp.
By the way, time's coming up. Time.
13 minutes, 54 seconds.
That's a really good run considering that I had to like think on the fly with that.
Wow, that is a very disturbing game.
It's a satisfying end if you play it casually because this game, if you're not speedrunning it, can take at least like probably 20 hours because there's like over 100 and something rooms and with all the lore in it as well.
I see. And that was a random seed too. That was very impressive. Yeah.
That was a good seed because I got the bomb. Sometimes you can just get the 2 grenades and maybe a 3rd grenade. And then I would have to have done more stuff on 87.
Unfortunately, you are now unemployed. That is an insane way to end this story. Oh no, I gotta find a contract. I gotta go find a new job. What? Everyone's fearing that.
I saved the world, and yet I don't have a job now.
Oh no, the worst ending. A job application. Well, thank you for sharing this. Oh my God, I've never seen anything like this. Alchemist, thank you so much for the 4 months. That is wow.
There's a lot of cool Amiga games. There's another one that I may be showing in the future for this event, and you may have seen it at another speedrunning event within the last like couple of months. It's a really cool FPS game, although it may not look like it, but you'll find out more why that is the case a bit later.
Is it your name's TBCR, right?
Yep, TBCR underscore.
Oh, TBCR underscore. Oh, I shouted out the wrong one.
So there's actually a bit of trivia behind that. So I did have the TBCR Justin.tv account. And then for some reason, when it swapped over to Twitch, I couldn't log into it.
Oh.
So I had to then switch to TBCR Twitch, and then it opened up, but someone took it. So I had to go with TBCR underscore.
I see. That makes a lot more sense. Understood. Damn, that sucks. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for the insane lore and run. Like, I kind of want to look deeply into this game now because it's like such an anomaly for me.
You can find copies of the DOS version for about 10 to 15 bucks on eBay. I lucked out on getting a nice copy of the Amiga version a couple months back, at least last year, which is still a couple months because it hasn't been a full year yet since I've owned it.
I see.
And that version goes for about $30, but you would definitely need to, if you're in the US, get a US copy because, you know, fun times in shipping and handling. But yeah, if you're going for a CD version, that's probably going to be the easiest one you can get. And it does have joypad support, so you can play with a controller.
That's interesting. Okay. Any final shout outs or anything you'd like to talk about before I switch over to the giveaway?
I would like to give a shout out to Cisco Heat, who is the current world record holder for the DOS version. And who definitely did a lot of digging into a lot of the strats for the game. Like, I found a good... I think like half of what you saw is stuff I figured out, and half of what you saw is stuff they figured out.
I see. Okay. Interesting. I'd have to go watch another run of this because it was very, very bizarre.
It's a very weird game, but if you play it casually, there's a lot of like interesting lore to it, which obviously you didn't see because of the run.
Yeah. That makes sense. Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining me, TPCR. I will now swap over to the other waiting room screen just to kind of just chill for a bit, and then we are going to do final donations just to get in for the raffle for the item. Make sure you go follow TPCR for more of these types of runs. They're, in my opinion, quite interesting. I've never seen anything like this before, so definitely explains a lot that I need to learn. But thank you for joining me for tonight. And I think you're still doing Citadel, and you're also doing another run later in this
I'm doing Citadella, which is Polish for Citadel, I think tomorrow.
Yes.
And then I have Spin Dizzy Worlds for the Super Nintendo and the original Marathon by Bungie on Sunday.
Yep.
Yes.
I have
and those
that
are
written
back to
down.
back, I think.
Yes. I have those written down as well. Alrighty. Thank you for joining me. Have a good one.
No problem. I always love showing cool speed runs.
Yeah. This was great. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty. Give me just 1 second while I swip over to getting the Mario Party music just for a second. Mario Party. Chance time music. Do. We don't want that. We want it extended. There we go. Alrighty. Let me get the image up real quick. This is what you're winning tonight. Whoever is on this wheel. I need to add everybody who just donated tonight. So just give me a second here. Alrighty. I have all of you lovely people added onto the wheel. Let's go ahead and put that nice and big. All right, I'm going to give all of you about a couple more minutes if you guys want to donate. If you want to put $50 in for the raffle, we are currently raffling off 3 plushies, King Boo, Dupless, and Bogmire from Luigi's Mansion and Paper Mario, respectively. If you donate $50 or more, you'll be entered into this raffle. We have a lot of people already in, but reminder that when you win something, your name is being removed. So start donating if you want to be in there. There's plenty of other prizes later in the week, so don't feel bad if you don't win this one. There's plenty. So I'll let you guys sit here for a couple minutes, and if you guys want to donate, feel free. And then I will spin it, and then we'll find somebody to raid. Alrighty, we're gonna do a spin in the next 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Torin, you have won the Luigi's Mansion stuff and the Dupless. Congratulations. Good job. All right. Good work. All right, everybody. Let's find someone to raid out. Let's see here. Who can I send you guys to? That's the good question here. You know what? I'll send you guys to Blanc. They're doing a UFO 50 right now. So I will send you guys over there. Alright, raid. Oops. Raid Blanc. And then we're just gonna do Hi, Penny. Hi, Penny. That's what the right message is. Hi, Penny. No, it's not his birthday. We're gonna say hi, Penny, because it's his cat. So I'm like, hi, Penny. All right. I will see you guys later. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.